these movie theaters are trying to extort us back into the theaters, child. These
I
prices
need
aren't
you to
going
look
down.
up extort because you're using this word a lot.
I thought I was getting somewhere with that segue, but then
You could have said extort to exhaust.
no.
Exhaust. No, you should have used exhausting all your
No, because
resources.
the movie theater prices are extorting us. That's what they doing. No, I used that correctly. No, that was a good segue.
No,
Movie theaters are
friend.
already extorting us to try to come to see these movies. What's going on? Because I heard this story and I was like, "Excuse me, you doing what?"
So yeah, New York Post said that the movie theaters are trying to bring back their audiences for pickleball, from pickleball to cocktail bars. So basically, like they're trying to think of creative ways to make people
This
come
is
back. Maybe lifting strict anti-phone policies. I know, like I went
which
to a movie theater. I walked into one just when I was passing it because The Little Mermaid was playing, and it was a karaoke version. I definitely stayed for Under the Sea.
I will say
Under the Sea.
I did see that they did release a karaoke version of um Wicked
Yeah.
for like a while, and I said, I don't know if I want to be in a theater with a bunch of musical theater heads while they all try to hit a note that none of them can hit.
I did see one thing on TikTok that somebody was doing was renting out a whole theater.
Oh
And
yeah,
if you have
it's
like
actually
enough
really
people,
cheap to rent out a theater.
yeah, if you have everybody contribute, they only really need to contribute like a few dollars if you have like 10 or so people going.
I saw we should do that for our next movie night.
That'd be
Just like
fun.
bring pillows. No,
Yes. That's a good way to
what
bring
policy
people
they
in
need to lift is the no outside food policy. Even though we've all been breaking that food policy since like
forever.
we all started going to the movies. But yeah, make it
Don't have us bringing it in our bags and leather
gotta
coats with our pockets.
looking like two little short people like
Yeah,
stacked on
the
top.
people. Yeah, the little two boys on each other's shoulders, but except that it's like this way.
No, literally, like making us look big. Yeah, lift that no food. I know. I heard this was. I saw this one. It was like they snuck like legit like Nigerian food, African food into the theater, bro.
No, did you see the one where
Saw
they
it.
brought a pizza?
Yes,
Is that
I
the
saw
one?
that. No, it wasn't that one. I saw the one where they brought like full on like it was fufu, gari, stew, plantain. I said
Africans.
I love our people, but even me, I have to draw the line somewhere. Cause what?
It gets to a point.
Y'all crazy. I will say though, I have snuck in my fair share of food. I remember I brought in Panda Express one time.
Bruh, there was these dudes. One dude brought in like 12 hot dogs, like literally with the sausage and the buns inside of them, or the sausage inside the buns. Another dude brought a whole pizza box. They were like, and then he put it in the back of his jacket to
Oh,
hold it. They're bringing random ass
didn't it like slip
shit.
down though?
No, somehow. Another dude was like in a cane or something that's part of his.
Shtick.
Yeah. Oh my god, if I can find that, I'm gonna attach that because it was hilarious.
I was gonna say like, what's it called? I think movie theaters might like if they were to lift that policy and allowed outside food and stop selling concessions. I feel like they would just make money on movies.
No, they also need to lower them prices
You can
heavily.
keep the prices of the tickets.
No,
No,
that's crazy.
keep the prices.
Tickets are like $18
Keep the
sometimes.
prices of the tickets. You know what you do? You tell people you can if you bring your own cup, we'll sell you you can get a fountain drink for $1.
You
Because
gonna
in
make
all
them lose
honesty, if you bring
money.
in your own food, you only ever be thirsty. You'd only ever want to drink, and they already have drink fountains. The popcorn don't ever be buttered enough or salted enough. You always got to do your own thing, so you can always do that at home. Also, the candy be overpriced anyway. I go to the dollar store and buy that candy myself.
Right. They charging
Your nachos,
$7.
your nacho sauce be tasting like plastic.
Oop,
The pretzels be dry as hell.
oop.
Like, come on.
The
The only thing we're
concession
really there
stand
for is the
getting.
drink fountain and the movie space.
And also the movies. Also with movies at the movie theater, you're paying so much, and you already pay so much for streaming. Like streaming
That's
goes
another
up
thing.
like every 2 years at this rate. So I'm already paying $17 a month just for one streaming site. I'm gonna just wait to see if the movie's gonna be on there in a couple
Oh
of
my god.
months. And now the wait isn't even as long as it used to
Because
be.
literally one of them days literally just hit like streaming last week.
Yeah. And the weekend before they came to streaming, they were in the theaters, but they had like an exclusive blooper special where it's like you could see the bloopers in the movie after the movie. And it's like y'all should be incorporating bloopers. I don't know why movies removed their bloopers. Like that was such
That
a
was
fun
always the best part of
aspect.
every movie. Every
Yeah.
movie, I would be like, I'd be sitting waiting. I mean, except for like Marvel, they don't. Marvel's the only one I know. Like people will literally sit in the theater till the last credit like rolls.
Because they have the previews at the
But
end. They
yeah,
have the preview of the next
not
movie.
even a preview, just like it's like a clip of something that
It's
like
of the next
alludes
of
to,
like what's
yeah.
coming next.
But
Yeah.
other than that, I just be like, as soon as the movie ends, I'm out. All right, cool. And sure enough, I will leave all my food packages.
Friend.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do that. Allegedly, I did it one time.
Okay.
I did it one time. That's only because I genuinely did just forget.
But no, I think ticket prices are just ridiculous. If the movies was like a fun, cheap thing to do with your friends,
Yeah.
I'd be going there a lot more often. But I also think, I don't know, the quality of movies doesn't always give, especially when it's just a bunch of reboots. Chances are I'll prefer the original anyway.
I just saw somewhere that apparently Warner Brothers, like head of new content, or I think the new one, the new CEO or whoever's coming on, apparently he is now focusing on like Warner Brothers IP only to like instead of like the original like. I was like, that is the dumbest thing ever because if you've looked at the way IP has been like performing in movie theaters, other than Marvel, no one is watching IP anymore like that.
What do you mean no one is watching
Like
IP?
or like you know like how Warner Brothers like may own like an intellectual property of like like a Bugs Bunny type thing. Like no one is going to the movies for like Warner Brothers IPs
Oh,
movies.
exclusive, like when
Yeah.
Marvels or for DC
Yeah,
type.
like no one's like even if you look at the way that even Marvels and DC has performed in like the past, the numbers
I don't
haven't
know.
been
I'd be
there.
doing that with Pixar though. I'd be like, oh, it's a Pixar movie. That's good because I'm a cry.
Honestly,
Probably,
Pixar
but
be
it'll
the
still
only
be
one that
good.
still have all of us in chokeholds. Because
Yeah.
boy, was I tearing my eyes out during Inside 2 talking about some anxiety, let go.
Anxiety, stop.
Anxiety. You need to let go of Riley. You need to let. Oh, child. That was a gospel. That was a church movie. I'm sorry. But I don't know. These pickleball courts that they try to add, girl, we not coming to the movies to play pickleball and hang out. In all honesty,
I think that could be
we
good
come
though.
to this place to escape. In the words of Nicole Kidman,
All right, Nicole.
we come here to dream.
But imagine like, okay, the movie theater being somewhere where you could have a full day's experience.
Girl,
You
no.
play with your friends, you drink, you watch movies, you have go to the arcade, you spend the whole day there.
So what's the difference between me hosting a movie night and just streaming the movie and just everybody bring a bottle?
That's what I'm saying. Like you got to make it a full experience of a bunch of things that you can't just do at home,
Yeah, but
like
that means I still
pickleball.
gotta get up. I still gotta wait in lines. I gotta to being in public.
Well, that's being
I also have
outside
to deal
regardless.
with children
That's
in the
being
space.
outside, babes. That's
Ugh.
just comes with being outside. Period. That's not the movie
I'm
theater's
already
fault.
exhausted just describing.
That's not the movie
movie
theater's
going
fault.
experience.
That you don't want to be around people.
I go in there to be solace, and when it's dark, I'm in there by myself. Unless like I hear like the laughing of other people and stuff. In my head, I'm watching this movie by myself. Even though I'm in a room full of people, I'm in a dark room. I can't see them. So to me, already my blind ass, like I'm by myself.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think you could still like escape.
I think this is a bad idea. I think they're trying to capture this like Gen Z third spot type crowd, and it's like, yeah, they'll come for. Thing about Gen Z that I've learned is that they'll come for the opening, but they won't stay to be patrons. What you want is you need to target those like millennials, and what millennials
millennials used to hang out.
Millennials
at the
will
movie
go
theaters.
out for experiences, like like the chugi. What do they call them? The we are young. Ho, the millennial burger place spots. Have you been seeing the memes?
No.
Oh my god, this dude who came out with like this meme song, like kind of making fun of like millennial like indie songs of like the 2010s.
Oh.
He came out with a song, and literally people are like, "Oh my god, this literally encapsulates what a millennial burger place is." Right? They don't call them burgers; they call them handhelds. They don't call them appetizers; they call them starters or shareables. And it's like there's a chalkboard
Very
menu,
niche.
there's a brick wall, it's very industrial, the seats are uncomfortable as hell, like the table's like made of like live edge wood, kind of like this. You know a millennial burger spot when you see one. And baby, this this is it. And I feel like this is what
So do you want movie theaters to just cash in on nostalgia then?
they can. I feel like
Are the movies already doing that?
I
We
feel
gotta
like
go to the.
no. I feel like they one drop the no outside food policy, and then two, um, only offer drinks because I'm sorry, y'all snacks are ass, and then maybe lower ticket prices.
Maybe it's crazy.
Or you know what could happen? These streaming sites, they might, or some of these studios, why don't y'all just buy the fucking theaters and play your own movies nonstop?
Yeah,
That's
like maybe work out a contract with like Netflix, like the parent
yeah.
company.
Be your own distributor as well. Like y'all be crying about distribution of movies. I mean, and having to deal with movies. Open your own movie theater, Paramount, Amazon Prime,
Oh, you think
Netflix.
the streaming sites should have their own movie theaters?
Imagine if you could just go into a theater and be like, "What's street? What's showing? Oh, okay."
I would never go
I mean,
a day in
obviously,
my life.
but
I'd be like, okay, be out in public and
but
have
what
the
if?
same selection of
But
things.
listen, but what if it was like a Fandango, like Amazon AMC type premium membership thing, where like if you pay for your streaming, it also comes with a pass that allows you to go to like a theater to watch movies. Because
I would
sometimes I
never
feel like
go.
certain Netflix movies should have been on big screens.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a fact. But I don't
But
think that the company should put their all the streaming in
hey,
movie
you
theaters.
asked what I thought they should do. I
I
just
think
don't think
they.
it's putting out pickleball courts. And I mean, because you start offering alcohol, it's like, bitch, I'm gonna talk to during a movie. If I'm drunk and I'm watching a movie, I'm getting loud. Like I'm not a pleasant person to watch a movie with when I'm drunk. Ask them,
Even sober, they still talk.
Geshi. Okay, well, not all the time. Not
I'm
too
just playing.
much.
No, we be having a key in the movie theaters,
Do.
respectfully.
Next movie night, we're renting a movie theater since none of us have places to go watch movies at.
We should. I think they need to lower movie ticket prices. Yeah. I think they need to lower movie ticket prices. I think they need to make the movie theater experience like a whole experience
Mm.
past the movie theater, like something that you can like spend the whole day there and put out movies that are quality, but that's not the movie theater's problem.
Well, unfortunately, Warner Brothers doesn't believe that's worth it.
Why is Warner Brothers getting so
Because
many
they were the one.
lashings?
Because the guy who came out speaking talking about this, he was basically like a head of like uh content at Warner Brothers. That's why he's getting majority of the shots. But because in all honesty, the past like couple of movies have all just been IPs, Marvel IPs, Disney IPs. What's really been like
Original?
original? I mean, there's only been a couple of them. Those are like the big Oscar nominated movies. The rest is all Disney, Pixar, maybe Fox for DC. Is it DC? Anyway, I don't know. But
I
yeah,
don't know.
let what do you guys think? What should movie theaters do to bring back crowds?
And bring back bloopers. Bring back bloopers, real bad.
Well, I mean, if we
Bring back bloopers. Bring back bloopers. Bring back bloopers.
blah,
Bring back bloopers.
three times fast. What do you guys think movie theaters should do to bring back the crowds? Because clearly we're gonna disagree on this because
Yeah.
there's no consensus here. Y'all, this is a short episode. We want to give y'all a little something short and sweet. You know, kind of like our little one gets here. I just realized how short we actually are. In this
Whoa,
in
why
this-
am I catching
Sorry,
a stray?
I just realized like in order for like to like not seem out of because if I sat fully up in this chair,
Sit up, friend.
this is literally what it looks like, and I'm like,
That looks
I literally sit
okay.
like this just so like height wise we're not like too crazy.
It's like when you're talking to a child and you want to be respectful, so you go down to their level. You're like, hey,
You know,
hey,
I
Jimmy.
gotta meet you down here.
Hey, Billy, how was your day?
But anyway, y'all, yeah, short and sweet, just like our dear Wangeshi, and we love her.
That'll be my intro next time.
my-
One guess,
she-
short and sweet. Short and sweet. Me
Mhm.
one gueshy. Wait, short and sweet like one guess.
We'll figure it out off
Yeah,
camera.
workshop.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, do all the good stuff. We're found wherever podcasts are found. Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, and also on Revolt. You can watch full episodes of us and see our beautiful faces on Spotify, and catch segments of the podcast on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias at Untitled Africans Pod. We love you. Thank you for listening. Any last words, Mangeshi?
Why does Kevin Hart have a tiny desk?
Girl, I don't got time to get into that, man. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
Bye.